Hello, good evening guys, and welcome back to the channel. Yes, I am here back with another Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 Update 5 video, but tonight we're going to be discussing VR. Now that the game engine and graphical engine has been optimized, and now that we have more multi-core performance and the emphasis of the graphics has been put onto the GPU, we have got massively increased frame rates, and I've got to say that huge increase in FPS has transitioned to VR. And after spending a few hours in VR last night, I've got to say it's the biggest improvement I have seen thus far. The VR experience in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 is second to none. It's silky, buttery smooth, but it's not all plain sailing. And if you're just a general user of Microsoft Flight Simulator, you probably won't notice some of the issues that content creators like myself are running into. Now, just in the video in the background at the moment is me trying to record just the Microsoft Flight Simulator VR with the Microsoft Mirror using OBS. But unfortunately, when I went to record the video, I'd forgotten to run OBS in administrator mode. And if you don't run it in admin mode, you get what happens behind. The video is recorded, it stutters, it doesn't even do frames properly, it's choppy, and in the VR headset, whatever's going on with OBS without admin rights reflects in the VR headset. It's not smooth, it's glitchy, it's jumpy. So moving on, this is the Windows Mixed Reality Portal being recorded with OBS Studio, running with admin rights. And the experience in the VR headset isn't brilliant. While you're recording with OBS in the VR headset, it is a little bit stuttery, it's jumpy, it's certainly not buttery smooth, and I think you can even see that in the playback here at the minute. Now, one of my bugbears with the Mixed Reality Portal is its resolution. I've said this before, and it's why I've not bought a lot of VR content on my channel using a Windows Mixed Reality Portal, because my monitor slash OLED TV screen is at 4K, and this is a 1080p image stretched out over it, and the quality is poor. I'm really not happy with it. Another bugbear, and it's not only limited to the Windows Mixed Reality Portal, you also get this in the Microsoft VR Mirror, is that when you've got the mouse cursor, you've used it, or it just randomly pops up, it's right in your line of sight, and as you saw in that video, it gets in the way and you have to keep trying to shove it out the way. So guys, for me at the minute, recording with this method, it's doable, but it's not the best. And we're about to switch to the buttery smooth experience, and this is recording VR with Nvidia Shadow Play using the NVMe codec. And as you can see, this conveys pretty much the new Update 5 VR experience. Honestly, it is buttery smooth. My apologies, I've enlarged the frame counter in the bottom left hand corner there, because for some reason it's almost come up as though it's glitched or overwriting another frame counter. I don't quite know what happened there, but as you can see, this is going to average out at 40 frames per second. Now, you've got to take into account, I am recording with the GPU using the NVMe codec, and 40 frames per second for a flight simulator is more than adequate. The experience for the single user in VR now is one that you cannot ignore this anymore. This is the go-to flight simulator VR experience, with the volumetric clouds, the weather, the detailed scenery, the buttery smooth motion. That we have almost realised our dream. And it's not, as I said at the start of the video, it's not all been plain sailing. After having a 2D experience, flawless experience, no crash to desktops, no issues, I started up VR for the very first time and experienced blackouts in my HP Reverb G2. I'd be flying along, the LCD screen would go off, it would go black. I'd hear the engine running and the sim running, and it'd pause for 10-15 seconds and all of a sudden come back on, and then it would be okay for a while, then it would do it again, and I was like, oh my god. So I do what I do in most situations where Ryzen bugginess or Windows bugginess is: fire up a command prompt, type in shutdown/S, completely shut down Windows correctly, and fire the machine back up. And on my second run in VR, I had absolutely no issues. After completing that flight and going to another flight, I had some more blackout issues in the VR headset. I also had a crash to desktop. Now I do believe, and I haven't seen it released yet this evening when I checked earlier, there is going to be an emergency patch pushed out to try and resolve some of these issues. Whether it resolves this VR issue, I don't know. Now here's the sad bit, guys. As you can see, we are using the Microsoft VR Portal Mirror. I'm using the Nvidia NVENC recording, and it's fantastic. But for the, as I say, for the individual person in VR, it's great. But for sharing, it's not very good. Now, I'm not going to have a big gripe about this because I know it is on the developer's agenda to sort that out. It's been asked by a lot of people, and when it is done, well, I'll be able to share a lot more VR content with you guys. And if you've not tried Microsoft Flight Simulator in VR, I highly recommend it. Guys, yes, there are still a lot of bugs, there are still a lot of issues. As I mentioned, there was a crash to desktop. Anyway guys, thank you for watching this video. Please, as ever, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I will be back soon with more videos to come. Thank you for watching, guys. Peace out.